Hi, Paula. Hi, Paula. You're muted. I can't hear you.
I am muted for sure. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Where is everybody?
I was
Hello.
thinking the same thing. Hi, Paula. Hi,
Hi,
Loretta. Hi,
how are you?
Carol.
Hi, Richard. Hi, Loretta. Wow. I thought I was
Anything
late.
like me, time has gotten away from me all day today. And I
know.
didn't go anywhere today. Anywhere.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so surprised. It's late and it's
Well,
almost
no, it's not.
7.
It's only 6:55.
I know, but still, usually people are on 10, 15 minutes ahead.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
That's
Jeff.
all right. They're
It's
probably out enjoying the
Wednesday,
nice
hump
day
day.
before the snow comes back.
You know, I apologize to everybody
Why?
because like over the weekend, I took in my snow shovel and the
Oh,
salt
it's your
in the front of
fault.
the house.
You should
I am
apologize.
so sorry.
It is
I thought I
definitely
was
your
safe.
fault. Absolutely right.
it's
I don't
funny
think
you
my
we're
say
gonna
fault,
that
get it
because
here. I
last
don't think we're
weekend
gonna
I
get
said to
snow
Debbie, I
here.
think it's time to
I
take
don't
the
think
snow
so either,
off
but
and put it
in
away.
case we do, we'll know who to blame.
But I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, it's me. I put away my, and I really thought about it too before I put it away. No, you're safe.
Yeah.
I guess where my sister lives in upstate New York, they're supposed to get like 8 inches of snow.
Well, I was watching, I caught a little bit of the baseball game last night. They were in the snow. I couldn't believe it.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
a
got
friend
my
of mine out
second
in Utah.
shingle shot today, so I'm waiting to see if I get any side effects.
I was just talking to my son and daughter-in-law, and they got their second shot on Friday, and they both got really sick.
But this is
It was-
shingles, not COVID.
Oh, shingles. I didn't get
Oh,
any reaction from the shingle shot. I got that. I had no reaction to it at all.
Some
But
people,
they
they
both
probably
got the
get,
Pfizer, and they both got temperatures, and they really got sick. Fortunately, it only lasted a day and a half, so it was okay. But
Everybody's so different.
oh, absolutely.
Hi, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Unmute.
Paula, did you go for a nice walk today? It was a beautiful day.
No, I didn't. I did a lot of driving today, and then I took a short walk, and I came in because I was cold.
Oh,
It was beautiful today.
Yeah, but I was in the car most of the day.
Yeah, well, we
walked
were in
the
the car
golf
most of
course.
yesterday.
walked the golf course this morning.
Oh, well.
Gorgeous.
Took Chloe for a nice long walk and she's mad because I've been walking around and she hasn't been able to nap. She won't nap unless I sit down with her. So maybe you
I saw
lie
the
down
cute-
during service.
I saw the cutest Pomeranian husky puppy this morning. It was the cutest little face I ever saw. It was 11 weeks old.
Oh,
Absolutely adorable.
that's what they all say when they're puppies.
Yeah, well, he said that this one
Adorable.
wouldn't grow any bigger than this.
Loretta, when did they stop being a puppy?
If they say that 2 years, that they're
2
still
years?
growing in 2 years, that's when they
Uh,
stop being a
okay.
puppy.
Okay. Because my grand dog, he is a year now. And my other dog is, I think she's going to be 2 years or 3 years. Yeah.
2 years old, they start to calm down a little bit. They're
Yeah.
not as crazy and they don't need as much energy stuff. I mean, she's nuts. Oh, she's got her bone. She's in the background. She walks 2 miles a day and she still has plenty of energy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Rabbi
I'm
Bernie's
concerned
on.
about
Hi,
Rabbi
Ber-
Bernie.
Hi,
Is he
Rabbi.
here?
Oh, yeah, Rabbi Bernie's here.
there he is.
There he is.
Hi. I was getting worried about you, Rabbi Bernie.
No, I saw
Hi,
him.
everybody. I'm here. Oh, it's
Hi,
7 o'clock. I can't believe it.
This has been my
Hallelujah.
day all day long. Ooh, it's
It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7
Time
o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Hi,
Rabbi
Sandy.
Bernie.
Time to walk the dog, I guess, right?
yeah.
And it's April 14th, in case anybody wants.
My
Yeah.
son's anniversary.
That's unbelievable.
It
Your
is.
son's
19 years is
anniversary.
unbelievable.
The day
Oh,
that
folks.
Lincoln was shot.
Oh, folks, if I could ask you to mute your microphones as we start our service. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our Temple Ner Tamid virtual service. We start off with the Ashrei, and then we'll do a Mourner's Kaddish right after that. So feel free to mumble along with me. Ashrei Shveve Tako de Luchasel, Ashrei Hamshkaklo Hashem Shal Havti Lala David. Arumim Kalahai, Malak Rabba Hashem Kalabed, Bechoyim Avrakaka, Viala Hashem Kalanabed, Gadolonai Mehalom, Yadbedlik Dula, To Ein Heke, Doldosh Bachmaseku, Ratsakirum, Attack what attack were given Sika, this is not Chagman Sabrina, Zekra, Tukai Bibit, Kakarana, Hanan Rahum, Nachmal Rachazet, Toban Alakal, Rahman, because of a Duke, Huka, Kavan Makai, Mel, what the bear, Dear Mahut Kamakul Kolm, himself door. So make an I call on them, okay, call for them. A Nicol expand out of channel club Bito, Potea, catch a deckly, open up your hand, who must feel Chayratzon, and satisfy every living being according to your will. Sadi can have called the Bakava, Hasid will come myself, Corbin and call a shake Robin man, return me a staff, that shall attempt from your shame, Shan Colabon, Kashmir, Tilat and I double PV Barek, Kobasa, Shem Kachole, Lamba Ed, Vaanat Nunavrekia, Mia Tavirolam, hallelujah. And by the way, those of you who say the Shema Yisrael in the morning, if you could say the Ashrei too, you're really fulfilling most of your obligations for your morning prayers, the Shema and the Ashrei. So those of you who say Monas Kaddish and observing you outside, feel free to turn off your microphones. It's appropriate to stand. Please join me, and the Monas Kaddish will say it slowly. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Bi Amadi Rakirute Biamlik Malchute. Bechaye Chon Uvyome Chon Ubechaye Techon Be Yisrael. Ba'agala ubizman karim yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabam mevarach le'olam amen. Yitbarach v'yittabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitdaleh v'yithalal shmei kucha berichu. La'ela, Inko, Birchata, Shivata, Tush, Vichata, Lenechemata, Da'amiram, Alma, V'yimru, Amen. Yahei, Shlama, Rabba, Min, Shemaya, V'chayim, Aleinu, V'alko, Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. O says, Shalom, Yisromav, Hu Ya'aseh, Shalom, Aleinu, V'alko, Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. And now we begin our formal evening service. And feel free to leave your microphones open as you would respond to the Baruch Hu. Adonai Hoshea Melech Yaneinu v'Yom Kareinu. And it's appropriate to rise for this prayer. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. And if you could mute your microphones once again for 2 paragraphs and then open it up again for the Shema. El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yamloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Cha'ahavta Torah Mitzvot Chukim Mitzvotim Lemata Al Ken Alem Shabbat Kumenu Nasich B'Chukak V'Nismat Mizrei Torah Chukim V'Ed Kem Chayenu V'Yorach Yameinu V'Hem Negeh Yomam V'Layla V'Avat Kal Tosim Imenu Le'olamim Baruch Atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now please open up your mics and join me for the Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai. And once again, if you can mute your microphones once again. Irene, if I can call on you to do the Via Hafta for us, would you please? That's Irene Gustad, of course.
I assume you meant for me to read it in English. Is that correct?
No, the Via Hafta right here in Hebrew.
That's what I meant. I mean, yeah, in Hebrew. Yeah.
Hebrew, not English, right, because I know you know how to do it very well.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha b'chol nafshecha b'chol miyodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, ושבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך, ובקשתך ולקמך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וקשרתם על מזוזות ביתך וישעריך.
Thanks, Irene.
Sung it. Okay.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much. We read silently to the bottom of the page. V'yam shemot yishmo, zotai shalach was very yom lavat, and I like him lavdom chalbok nafsham tat b'yaskim, shom kos v'yasaf tat degan eko with you, and so it's reka. V'natati esav b'sadka alem techa v'yachal to the zvada. He shom lokem penim tel vakum satum badal remekrim, v'yashtig ritum lahem kra'afna b'chem shal yomata, v'hadama lo titena ibula, v'velatam elo shona telchem, v'samtem mitzvah el vapnachim, ukshatam mitobli al yerchem, v'hiul tot beidinek v'limanitem motam et bnekon bebam, v'shiv tzchapa v'tzachka left him, but there was some come uktatam, amazon v'tem v'shaka. Lemanye buyem mekam v'mevenekam alanama, ashenish ba Adonai lavotechem latet lahem, kimesh shemayim al haaretz. And Alan Prince, if you'd give us the honor, please.
Thank you so much. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'yamato alehem v'yasu lahem tzitzit al kanfei b'gdeihem l'doratam b'natnu al tzitzit hakanot b'til techelet v'hayalachem l'tzitzit uritem oto Uskatem et kol mitzvot Adonai, v'yasitem otam, v'lo taturu, acharei levavchem v'acharei nechem, asher atem zonim achareihem, l'mahan tizkru, v'yasitem et kol mitzvotai, v'litem kedoshim le'elohechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet.
Thanks, Alan. Nicely done as usual. V'amuna kozav v'karmelenu ki hu adonai Eloheinu v'zalatoh v'nachshel ma'o b'yodem malakim lakim kolam halavitzim halanam na'alam Yisrael mashal b'leim kol chol ben Hashem. Ha'osek ro ad ein chekel minot edi ein mispar nefsem Hashem v'chayim lo na'alav adleinu hamadru ken bobodu ve'en makar nikosenu. Ha'osel nisam nekam v'faro otot motu v'spad v'echam ha'makebor tav kovitzurim. Yotzei ad ma'ishol b'tocham l'gordel ma'bamad b'nvat rov sotzuf ad b'fem zol tiba rubanak v'toshik v'vilo shmo. Malchuto brotzon kiblu aleihem. Moshe v'nei sholachanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha neda b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osei pele. Malchut chara v'lecha. Lokeyam lifnei Moshe ze'eli anuvi amru Adonai yimloch li'olam ba'ed v'ne'ema ki vada Adonai Yaakov u'gyalom yad chazak mimeno baruchat Adonai ga'al Yisrael. And once again, if I can call on Richard Strauss to lead us in the English prayer on the top of the page.
Thank you very much for the honor again. Very grateful. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praise to you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people, Israel.
Thanks, Richard. Nicely done as usual. Hashkivenu na lehenu shalom amiden rokeinu chaim rosalim chesar mecca v'tadnam tzalpanecha mishon shemecha v'gam yiden mishalom yoyu dechever v'rabe avegon v'yahasis satam ofenem mechorenu u'v'tel kanafeket hashkivenu ki yashemenu matzlenu mata ki em malachanun brachu mata shmotzeitzenu v'o'enu l'chaim shalom yata v'yad olam baruchat Adonai shomei amo Yisrael ad. Brochen Elam, Amen, Amen, Brochen Mitzvah, Sheken, Brochen Amel, Sing the flow, the Brok, Shek, Badolam, Fimalek, Vador, Kol Haaretz, Amen, Amen. Equadanali Lamis, Makanai, Bamasavi, he shaven and I'm rock me a tab and alam. Kilo each of an item of Babush Magido, Kihoel and I lo so that cam lo le by Yakol Hamio Plopnam, Amru. Adonai who I Elohim, Adonai who I Elohim, Behaya Adonai Melka Kol Haaretz, Bayom Hahu Yeranakadishmo Echad, Yikaskaranai Alenu Kashi Yukalula. You gather us and save us from all the other nations. Those all the same kachak will build tackle going to Shasita Bosh, we're going to become Shmeka. Kikidola tell the son of Lord, I tell him Labadaka. But now I'm coming to Ritaka, Lamadok, Sabiataka. Baruch and I Bayom, blessed are you God in the day. Baruch and I Belila, blessed are you God in the night. Baruch and I Beshachbenu, blessed are you God when we lie down. Baruch and I Bekumenu, blessed are you God when we rise up. Biyadka, because in your hand I've shown all the souls. Hakayim Behametim, our live ones and the dead ones are in your hand. Asher Biyadon Nefesh Kol Chavru Kabasaish. Biyadkav Kibuki Betitor Nelamet, Elena Shemaim, Kitchumka Bekan Malkut Katam Lamed. Yeruenenu V'Yismach Libeinu, Tagel Nafshenu, Bishuat Kabemet, Bemolitzion Malach Elohayich, Adonai Melech, Adonai Malach, Adonai Yimloch, Leolam Ba'ed, Kamalchushachahi, Ulameat Timloch Bechavot Ken Lena Melchela Ata Baruchat Adonai, Hamelech Bechvodo, Tamid Yimloch Alenu Leolam Ba'ed, Ve'al Ma'asav. So it's appropriate to rise for the Chatzi Kaddish. I'm going to ask Adele, our president, to respond on behalf of the congregation. Yitkada, Yitkada, Shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
Bial Majavakru Teviam Lik Malchute. Bechaye Chon Yom Mechon Ubechaye Dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala Uvizman Karivi Amaru.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Olam Me'amaya, Yitbarach.
Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitvav, Yitamam, Yitnasev, Yithadav, Yitalev, Yitalal, Shmei Kucha.
Berichu.
Berichu. Le'elam in Kovachata V'Shirata, Tushbechata V'Nechemata, Dami Rambiama V'Yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. So now it's time for the Amidah, as I say every day. It's the time when we stand up, we ask God for awful special prayers. And by the way, tonight and tomorrow is Israel Independence Day, in Hebrew, Yom HaAtzmaut. And there is a paragraph in the Amidah that we say for that the conservative movement decided that they would put that in there. So I have that in here. I put it in English. I want people to understand what it is. I think there's only about 2 or 3 people who would really understand what it means. So feel free to daven along with me as I say it in an undertone, and also feel free to add in your own special private words. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu le'avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Oyel HaGadol HaGibor V'Yinora, El Yon Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'Kornei HaKol V'Zocheh Chasdei Avot, Umedi Goel Levnei Bneihem L'man Shmo B'Yahava, Melech Hozeh U'Foket U'Mashir U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham U'Foket Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'Lam Adonai, Mechayim Etem Torah L'Hoshia, Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayim Etem Rachamim Rabim, Somek Noflim Rofek Olem Amatil Sorem, U'Makem U'Tol Shnei Afa, Michamocha Ba'Grat U'Mito Malach Malach Memitum Chaya U'Matzmir Yeshua, V'Ne'amal Atah L'Chayot Meitim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei HaMeitim, Atah Kadosh V'Shemcha Kadosh, U'Kedoshem B'Chol Yom Yalu Chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Atachonen ledam da'at omle lenosbina chaynenu miatkadia bina bahaskia bushkrai chonen adat. Hashiveni will techa bakabin makel avisecha bahakijur b'shuva shleim lefenach b'toni hotzebishva. Slakla avinu, please forgive us our Father. Kikatanu, for we have sinned. Mechalana malkinu kipashana kimokel slecha tabutai choron mabelasor. Re'in yavinenu reivenu galen mehelam achmet biochasakata b'nai kol Israel. Ruf enu nafe hoshem v'shakitel l'zamota. V'halev hoshna makutenu kiamel rofe neman rachamanata b'otai rofe chole amo Yisrael. Baruch Alenu Nalenu Ateshenazah. Please, God, bless us this year. God, culminate Fatal Tova, attain bracha, give us blessing up and tomorrow on the face of this earth. The Sabenu Mitzvah, let us be satisfied with goodness. Uvrei Shatenich Dem Tova, Posan, Baruch Hashem. Tekabe Shofar, Sound the Shofar, Gadol Kevutenu, give us the great freedom. The Stanite Kabet Gotenu, Vikabsenu Yakan, we have our conformance, but Mikabi Sitke and Moisrael. Ashiv Shavtenu Kamishana Gotenu Kabatkila. Yahasem, Menu Gon Mianacha, Umloch Leimata, and Alabadik Baketzer. Mimsina Mishra, Boxer Melchohe, Tzedakah Mishra. Ulamalshi the Mati Takwa, Kolashrik Kirkatove, Kolivekam Head Karetu, Vihazinim Harry Tagat, Chavez Smagi, Takabi, a man of night, Shove Oya Magnesium. Allah Tzedikim El Hasanim, Yazakniam Kabit Israel, Platat Supreme, Magian Tzedikalenu, Yamuna Refmakanal Heno. Take Zakatov Holobert from Gamat, some Koganam Shabatak, Mission Mifra Tzedikim. Usually Mekabrakman, Tashum Batishkam, please return and dwell amongst us, Batocha, Kashidiba, as you have said. Bless you, God, who's the builder of Jerusalem. It's a mitzvah to come here. Tatzmiach, Bekano Tromashuateka, Kilish, Kid Kol Hayom, Botai Mystery and Kenishua. Shema Kolenu, hear our voices and Alhen, God, God. Gus Rachim Alena, Bekabil Brachman, we seen in mercy, Uvratan et Filateno, our prayers. Kiashmet Fil Statnamata, Umafanach Malkam Shmena, Katashmet Fil Samkas, or Brachman Muktanai Shmet Fila. Bless you, God, who hears prayer. Return now, Lenabam Kazra, but Relatum, Beshaven the Bold, Bebe Takut Filatam, Tkabel Barson, Utila Raton Tamit Avodat Israel Amacha. Betakazan and M. Shukatim Brachman Buktai, Makoshikin Totin, Modimanach, we thank you, Chateau now, Lehan, you are God of our fathers, Leolam forever, Tsochayan, the rock of our lives, Maganu channel, the shield of our salvation, Atula Dobodo in every generation. Dodalachanas Betilataka, Alkenu Hamstram Yadaka, Valishpata Budasach, Yali Setshabimano, Danof the Tech 8 Arab Tram, at 12 kilo Kalarachmeka, Ramakan kilo Tamagas Nakamilam Kinamilah. We thank you for the miraculous deliverance, for the heroism, and for the triumphs of our ancestors from ancient days until our time. In the days when your children were returning to their borders, at the time when our people took root in its land as in days of old, the gates to the land of our ancestors were closed before those who were fleeing the sword, when enemies from within the land, together with 7 neighboring nations, sought to annihilate your people. You, in your great mercy, stood by them in time of trouble. You defended them and vindicated them. You gave them courage to meet their foes, to open the gates to those seeking refuge, and to free the land of its armed invaders. You delivered the many into the hands of the few, the guilty in the hands of the innocent. You have revealed your glory and your holiness to all the world, achieving great victories and miraculous deliverance for your people Israel to this day. Yao Kulam Yitbrakid Ram Shimcham Alkeno Tamid Lamba Ed Bachol HaChaim Yiduk Salav Halush Goim Ed Hoezro Tenu Tenu Sela Baruch Atanai Atov Shimcha Lachana Welador Shalom Arba Yisrael Kat Kosvei Tevak Tasim Leolam Kiatom Melach Dona Kol Shalom Tobi and Echel Rekan Amka Israel Bachol Eid Koshav Shalom Echbok Tanai Rekat Amo Yisrael Shalom. Elohim is full of Shoni Meras for Bema, Belam Kale Nafshi, Tino Nafshi, careful, Kotia, Pitach the Totecha, over Metrotecha, Chivrif Nafshi, the Hol of Zimel Ira Meheba Havit, Tam Kamak Shabtam, a Salaman Chmecha, Salaman Yubinecha, a Salaman Kushasteka, Salaman Chotecha, Manu Dudeka, Shumen Granani, E. Lorzon Refi, the Goli Bill Faculty Goli, Oster Shalom, Who Yasa Shalom, Alena Vel Koisrael, Vimru, Amen. You now feel free to open up your mics. We'll do this top paragraph together in English. We'll stop here where it says my rock and my redeemer. Then we'll sing Oster Shalom. Then we'll come back and finish off the paragraph. My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. And may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock,
and my
my
redeemer.
redeemer. Oh, say shalom, Rubav. Huya say shalom aleinu. V'yalko Yisrael. V'yimru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, v'yalko Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yalko Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yalko Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yalko Yisrael. V'yimaru. Amen. And may the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us and to all the people Israel. Amen.
Amen.
Now, once again, a prayer for those folks who aren't feeling too well. And you know what the routine is. When I hesitate and say bring healing to, feel free to say your name. Misha Be'erach Avatenu Aram Yitzchak V'Yakov Sarah Rivka Rachav Aleah Hu Yavarek V'Rape. Please bring blessing and healing too.
Nina got Henrietta. Dr. Karen Navarro never knows how. Johnny Aaron.
Faith learner, Jeff Schultz.
Firefighters of Earth.
Howard Weinberg, Sheila Weinberg,
Barbara
Rita and
Adams.
Stan Spiegel,
Jessica Zinni.
Stu Morgan, Stephen Bettis, Neil Shane.
Mindy Levine.
Devorachana, Bad Chaya, Rivka, Ann Mortellaro, Ann Rumpf, Angela Volante, Steve Goldberg, Bertie Gordon.
Anna Claycomb, Reverend Francisco Tolentino, Judge Justin Phillips.
And to all those who suffer illness within our congregational family, may the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being. We yet hope and pray that healing is at hand, and let us say amen. And if I could ask you to mute your microphones as we continue the prayer for healing. Misha be'erach avotenu Mikor habracha le'imotenu. May the source of strength to bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say amen. Misha be'erach imotenu Mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say amen. And once again, Kaddish Shalem, and asking Adele to answer on behalf of the congregation.
Thank you.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma dirakrutev yamlech malchuteh. Mechayechon v'mechon v'chay d'chol beit Yisrael bagalav zman kariv yamaru.
Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olamei amaya yitbarach.
Yitbarach yistabach yitpav yitrama yitnasev yitadav yitalev yitalav shmei kutsha.
B'richu.
Brichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram b'yamav yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. Titgabal tzlothon uvoton d'chol Yisrael kadam avon di v'shmai v'yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmai v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamaru.
Amen.
Nicely done as usual. So this is our day right here. As you can see, today all day was day 17, and we're going to count to the next day. Feel free to open up your microphones, and we'll do the blessing together, first in Hebrew and we'll get to this particular one here, and then we'll do it in English. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nitanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Torah ha'omer Hayom Shmona Asa Yom Behem Shnei Shavuot V'Arba'a Yamim LaOmer. We praise you, Adonai, our God, Master of time and space, whose commandments add holiness to our lives, who commanded us to count the Omer. Today is number 18, which is also 2 weeks and 4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
4 days. And if you want to keep your mics open, join me with the Aleinu. Feel free to rise for this prayer. Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, l'tei kedula liyotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu k'grei haratzon, v'lo asanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצא הארץ משה מקרוב השמיים ממעל ושכינת זו בגבי מרומים O Eloheinu Einod, Eloheinu Efesulato, Kakato Betorato, Yadata Hayom, Yadata Hayom, Kashegota El Babecha, Ki Adonai, Hu Elohim, Bashamayim Imal, Yahaaretz, Yahaaretz, Mitachat Eod. Okay, we reach down to the bottom of the page. Can you come out? Can I lay Lord me here? Kakato b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Oshema And Mourner's Kaddish, those observing your side. But before you would like to say the Mourner's Kaddish, feel free to say the name whom you are saying Mourner's Kaddish for.
Charles Young.
Sylvia Toby.
Robert Sherman.
My mom, Donna.
And if those are all the names, please join me in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal, Yitgadal, Shemei Rabba, B'alma Divrah, B'amlich Malchuteh, B'chaye Chol, U'b'yomei Chol, U'b'chaye Yechol Beit Yisrael, B'gala U'b'zman Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach, B'olam U'leil. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitba'ach, Yitromam, Naseh, Yithadar, Yithalel, Yithalal, Shemei Tikudasha, Berichu, La'ela, Min Kol, Birchata, Shirata, Tushbechata, Benechemata, Tamiram, B'omam, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba, Min Shemaya, V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'olam, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And now for the Psalm for Thursday, which is tomorrow, of course, I'm going to ask Harold and Eileen. I know, Eileen, you have your side for your dad, Charles Young,
Yep.
tonight, tomorrow. So in memory of it, and anything you'd like to say about him, feel free.
He was a wonderful dad, very generous and very kind, soft-spoken, but I remember him as a wonderful dad.
That's
And a
right. Of
wonderful
course, he
father-in-law.
that's important too. And of course, he raised 3 daughters, right?
Right.
I don't know how he did it.
Well, I raised 2. I guess, 3 might have been a little bit more challenging. My mom was one of 5 daughters, my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry for him, but anyways, feel free, whoever wants to start off, you can do it responsibly.
Sing with joy to God, our strength. Shout with gladness to the God of Jacob.
Strike up a melody, sound the timbrel. Play sweet tones on harp or lyre. Sound the shofar on the new moon, on the full moon for our festive day.
It is the law for the people Israel. The God of Jacob sits in judgment. God ordained it as a decree for Joseph when he rose against the land of Egypt.
Then I heard a voice I never knew. I removed the burden from your shoulder. Your hands were freed from the load.
When you called in distress, I rescued you unseen. I answered you in thunder. I tested your faith in the wilderness.
Hear this warning, my people Israel. If you would only listen, you shall have no strange God among you. You shall not worship an alien God.
I am Adonai, your God, who brought you up out of Egypt. Open your mouth wide and I will fill it.
But my people did not listen. Israel would have none of me. So I let them persist in their stubbornness. I let them follow their own inclinations.
If only my people would listen to me, if the people Israel would walk in my ways, then would I soon subdue their foes and strike out at their oppressors.
Enemies of Adonai shall be humbled. Their downfall shall be unending.
But you would I feed with the richest of wheat, with honey from the rock, and would I satisfy you.
Nicely done, Harold, Eileen.
Thank
Very
you.
nicely done.
Thank you for giving that to us.
Sure. And now, once again, Mourner's Kaddish, those that have your side, please join me. Yitkadal, v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Bi'alma divra kivutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayei v'yomechon v'chayei b'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman karev v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'mei omayah. Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudsha v'richu. La'ela, b'kol birchata v'shivata, tushvechata v'nechemata, da'amiram v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. O says Shalom B'Romah, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Al Kol Yisrael V'Yimru Amen. So before I turn the service back over to Adele, and she had made a nice suggestion, today is Israel Independence Day. I don't mind telling you, I was born in 1953. So Israel, of course, was already established. I can't imagine my life not knowing that there would be a Jewish state that I could go to that was declared, in fact, a Jewish state. In my heart, it gives me such security knowing that that country is there. I don't know how you all feel, but anyways, in honor of, because last night we did, of course, in memory, it was Yom HaZikaron of all the fallen soldiers who had died to keep our Israel state alive. Today is Independence Day, and I'm sure in Israel there's lots of fireworks that are going to happen and celebrations. So I thought we would sing their national anthem, Hatikva, which of course came around the turn of the century when there was a poem. It was written, I'm sorry, I forgot the guy's name, because there was one who wrote it and another one who put it to music. And it was about hope of having this country. And here we are, we have it today. So I would ask you all to rise as it's respectful. Of course, you can see I have it in transliteration. And on the opposite side, you can see exactly what we're singing. And you can open up your mics and join me, of course. I'll give you a second to do that. Kol ha'leila pnima, nefesh Yehudi homiyah, ulefate Mizrah kadima, ayin Zion Sophia. Od lomda tikvatenu, hatikva b'shnat alpayim, liot hachoshi be'atzenu, eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim, liot hachoshi be'atzenu, eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. To be a free people in our land, the land of Zion and Jerusalem. Gives me goosebumps to say that. And now, once again, I turn the service over to Adele Lubaski, our president, to make a few announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi Bernie Yeshikoach, and thank you for leading us in Hatikva. You know, the whole title of the hope, and yeah, I always have to have hope no matter what, and that's the whole story. Speaking of Yom Ha'atzmaut, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 1 o'clock at Peabody City Hall, outside of Peabody City Hall, we will be raising the Israeli flag. So if anyone is available and anyone wants to come down to Peabody City Hall tomorrow, we will be outside. We'll be raising the flag. I think that the fact that the mayor wants to do this is something that speaks volumes for his commitment to our temple and commitment to Judaism. So if you can come, it would be great if you could support it. Hopefully it's not going to rain. Also, don't forget services Sunday through Thursday at 7, services Friday night at 8, Saturday morning 9:30, and Havdalah is at 8:13 this week. So and next Tuesday evening after services at 8 o'clock, we will be having a town hall meeting. We'll be talking about our potential, hopefully, soft reopening on April 30th. It is a Friday night. I will tell you though, even if there is a soft opening, we still will be live streaming the service. So don't feel that if you can't come to the service or you don't feel uncomfortable coming to the service, you'll still be able to, we're still going to have the service live streamed. We'll not see the screen. I don't know what the rabbi's planning about the screen, but you can download the service, or we do have some sidurim that you can have if you call the office. We're asking you for a small donation, and you can have that. It's a gently used siddur. Obviously, it hasn't been used for many, many months, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you would like to get a siddur, Beth is in the office on Friday mornings. Just call ahead. Also, don't forget tzedakah.
Tzedakah. A great good deed to do.
Right. So, and Erev Tov, and
Erev Tov.
Hope to see people tomorrow at City Hall.
Yes, that's a great event. Thank you all for joining in. Of course, we can't have the service without you folks, even though it's virtual. Thanks for joining in and tuning in.
Thank you for leading.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Lila.
Thank you, Rabbi.
My pleasure.
Rabbi, thank you again
Thank you.
for meeting all week. So it's much appreciated.
Sure, that's my job.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
It's not your job, it's your passion.
My passion is both.
Right.
That's right.
Good
Well,
night.
thank you all.
Lila,
Violet.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, do you remember the first morning